It's the TheGearTester here, and welcome to my first episode in my Brownells Glock 19 RMR Slide Build series. This will be a multi-part series that I will be releasing over the month of June 2020. Some of you may not be aware of the fact that you can purchase Glock 19 Gen 3 and Gen 4 slides directly from Brownells. These are aftermarket slides that, in my case, are cut to accept an RMR, a Trijicon red dot sight. I'll be installing excess sights, suppressor height big dots on this Glock in a later episode, but for now, let's get to work on the Brownells Glock 19 Gen 4 slide. Yes, my arm is broken. My left arm is broken and it is in a cast, so you'll have to forgive me for being a little bit clumsy as I go about this project. The first thing I'm going to need to do is to remove the slide off of my Glock Gen 4, my standard OEM Glock slide. I've got to pull that off. I'm going to harvest the parts. I'm going to strip out the internals from my slide. I'm going to take out the barrel, the recoil spring, and then I'm going to work on getting the internals out of the slide so that I can put them into the Brownells Glock 19 slide. There are many companies that will take your standard Glock slide and machine it for you, and you have to ship your slide to them and then wait weeks, maybe months, till they get the slide machined, and then you've got to pay shipping back to you. And that costs around $200. And what I found is that I could purchase this Brownells Glock 19 Gen 4 slide that was already cut for the Trijicon RMR. I could purchase this slide for around $250. and have it shipped to my house while maintaining the full functionality of my handgun, because I hadn't shipped my slide away and am waiting for it to be returned to me. I have not had a lot of experience with red dots on handguns. I've had red dots on rifles for over 6 or 7 years and really enjoyed them. They allowed me to shoot more accurately and quickly at moving targets or when I'm moving, and they're just more precise than your standard iron sights. So I like red dots, but this will be an experiment for me. Do I like red dots on pistols? I finally got all the little internals into my Brownells slide, and now I just need to get the barrel and recoil spring into it and get it onto the frame of my Glock 19. It seemed appropriate to do a couple little dry fires here to make sure that this pistol was operating appropriately the way I would expect a standard gun to. Now it's time to take my Brownells slide out and shoot the gun a little bit. I decided to shoot this gun without any iron sights and without the Trijicon RMR installed because I wanted to function check the firearm. There's no reason for me to throw hundreds of more dollars worth of optics and sights onto this slide if it doesn't run well. And so I wanted to do some function checking with the slide. And I was really impressed with how well the slide worked. You can see here I'm kind of aiming down just along the barrel and being able to make a few hits. Here, instead of looking through the viewfinder on the camera, I started actually looking down the actual slide, and I got more hits by doing that. It doesn't really matter, but I figured since I was shooting, I might as well practice trigger control and actually see how well I could shoot the gun without iron sights. I'm again shooting here with just my right hand because my left arm is broken and in a cast. I got a whole bunch of rounds through this gun this day. I put close to probably 100, 120 rounds through this. I meant to only shoot about 50, but it was so much fun and I was being able to hit the target that I just kept shooting. I did encounter a few little problems. That was one stovepipe, the only stovepipe I encountered, and I think it was because I am shooting with an arm that's in a cast and I'm reaching around the tripod that I've got my camera on, and so I wouldn't blame the gun for having some problems. I'd also theorize that the slide probably needs the RMR and the iron sights for a little additional weight to increase the slide's reliability. I hope you found this first episode in my Brownells Glock 19 RMR Slide series useful or at least interesting. If you like this video, I would encourage you to subscribe to my channel and support those companies that are our friends, affiliates, and sponsors. Companies like Occam Defense Solutions, Excess Sights, Firebox Stoves, and Valley Food Storage. Thank you very much for your views and your subscriptions. My goal here at the GearTester YouTube channel is to produce quality video reviews on the topics of shooting, camping, and survival gear. If you like this video and would like to support me, please follow the link in the description of this video to my Patreon account and become a patron of the GearTester YouTube channel.